9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off of the Falcon 9.
Beacon 1D chamber pressure is nominal.
As you saw, we had a beautiful liftoff of Falcon 9 from Vandenberg Space Force Station. Everything is looking good with Falcon 9.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
As you heard, Falcon 9 is now traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
Falcon 9 has just passed through Max Q, which is the maximum dynamic pressure that it will feel during flight.
And back chill.
We have begun chilling in our Merlin vacuum engine on our second stage. Everything is looking good. We are under a minute to main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine startup. You can see on your left the speed and altitude of Falcon 9 right now. It is accelerating right now. We're going almost 5,000 kilometers an hour. In a few moments here, we will have main engine cutoff, stage separation, followed by Merlin vacuum engine startup, and you'll want to watch for fairing deployment happening just shortly after those three events.
Eco. Stage separation confirmed. And back ignition. Fairing separation confirmed.
You saw main engine cutoff, stage separation, Merlin vacuum engine startup, and there the Falcon halves popping off to reveal our stack of Starlink satellites. You can see the cool fairing half floating away on the screen on your right, back down towards the Earth. Now today marks the fourth flight for both of those fairing halves that you just saw on screen, and we will be attempting to recover them once again after they fall back down to Earth with the help of our recovery vessel, NRC Quest. Beautiful live views from the first stage on your left and the second stage on your right. You can see those grid fins on the first stage and that Merlin vacuum engine on your second stage. Now the first stage booster supporting today's
Both
mission.
vehicles on a nominal trajectory.
Now the first stage of today's booster supporting today's mission has previously launched 10 times, including Crew 1, Crew 2, SXM-8, CRS-23, IXPE, Transporter 4 and 5, Global Star FM-15, and one other Starlink mission. It's got quite a repertoire of launches under its belt. You can see the respective speeds and altitudes of the first and second stages on your bottom left and right. You can see that the first stage is kind of just coasting there as it is making its way back down to Earth, whereas the second stage is accelerating under the power of the Merlin vacuum engine. Now, as a reminder, today's payload is for SpaceX's satellite internet constellation known as Starlink. Starlink recently went live in Estonia, so if you're tuning in from that area and interested in service, check out starlink.com. It's worth noting that Starlink is behind some of our much improved landing footage lately. If you've watched any of our older launches, you'll know that the video feed used to get back when we used traditional VSAT systems were super pixelated and at times were hard to even tell what was going on at all. But with Starlink, which has a much lower latency and much increased bandwidth, along with less susceptibility to vibrations, it has allowed us to share some really beautiful rocket landings with everyone watching, and hopefully we'll be able to see that again today. We are just a few moments.
Stage 1 FTS has saved.
We'll be starting our entry burn
Stage 1
here
entry burn
shortly.
startup.
There is the start of our first stage entry burn. This is about a 20-second burn.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
We had a good entry burn on our first stage, and that was a 3-engine burn that helped slow that first stage down as it entered the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. You might notice the speed of that first stage
Both vehicles on a nominal trajectory.
decreasing significantly as it is coming into the Earth's atmosphere. In about 30 seconds
Stage
here,
1 is transonic.
we should be seeing the first stage landing burn. And as you just heard the call out, stage 1 is now traveling near or below the speed of sound.
Stage 2 FTS has saved. Stage 1 landing burn.
Here's the start of our stage 1 entry burn. Beautiful view of that drone ship coming into view.
Terminal guidance. Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
That was an amazing view of the first stage landing thanks to our Starlink satellites. And this marks the 57th first stage landing on this particular drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, and the 56th overall Starlink mission landing and 36th launch of the year.
MVAC shutdown.